Oh. Wait. Come in. Yay. Greetings, my name is Brian. Hello. Welcome to KillCo Whiskey Musings. A friend of mine just texted me, I'm special. It was really hard to get that to focus. And please tell me if the volume is fine for the audio. I changed things a little bit so I can do other things. I don't even remember why I did it. I had a reason. Oh, that's right. Basically, the volume, the microphone, and talking would go away if I switch to different scenes, which doesn't make sense to you if you don't know what I'm doing here with the OBS. Anyhow, hope it tastes pure Zen. Hello, thank you. You're welcome. I'm a little bit drained because I did a lot of stuff yesterday, but I'm ready for more whiskey. I had some yesterday and it was lovely. This cup has moved. I'm not sure why. Like something went in there and it's bounced and moved, and I don't feel like dealing with it. So if anyone donates and it misses, I'm sorry. Andy Butler, hello. Welcome to the chaos. Oh, that's what I didn't do. Hold on. I had it set up and everything. I'm gonna go dark for a second. I'm sorry. No. Gotta turn that on and off manually. There we go. Now, where was I? Oh, yes, that's right. Zen Boot. Thank you. Hope it stays for. Appreciate it. The dark webs, yeah. Everything you did, you just blacked out. Nothing actually happened. Andrew Butler, hello. Cliff Smith, hello. My fellow Som. Glad to see you got home safely after the shenanigans from yesterday. It was a good time. So much whiskey. So many people. Ha ha. That was my somewhat issue, but not really. It goes really fast. If there's a lot happening, we're good. Still stressful. But every year I get myself worked up about this zoo whiskey tasting event, and every year I have a good time and enjoy lots of whiskey and hanging out with fellow Soms, which is always a lot of fun. No matter what happens. Cliff knows. We had a misadventure last night. It was great. So here we are, number 7 of the blind samples. I didn't open Discord either. I need that so I can see what it is. Oh, I'm a mess. I don't remember what distracted me, but something did. Music. I have that ready. I have that ready to go. So I knew that was good. Be good. Boom. Now if the music's too loud, too soft, too annoying, yeah. I can only kind of hear it. There we go. It's a little backgroundy for me. I don't want it to be too loud. Oop. And just set myself up for the whiskey. That's not it. There we go. Gotta hide the spoilers. So many spoilers. Oh god, let's go to the bottom. Hopefully I'll finish these before the end of the year, because if not, and if somehow I do get another advent calendar like this, which I'm not planning, but it happens, then I would have to catch up really, really bad. Like, oh god. Alright, 7. There we go, got it. I can't see anything that's happening though. There we go. Let's pour the whiskey, shall we? It's already been 4 minutes. Rob Smith, hello. Welcome. I hope you're doing all right out there. I hear there's tornado warnings every once in a while still. That's great. When I found out what those little things are called, little emote, those are reactions now. So there's a heart, the blushy face, or the embarrassed face, and the celebratory thing, and the smiley face, and the heart. So those are your reactions for this. Thanks. I just found out what they were recently. I was like, oh, so they're reacting to what I'm doing. Cool. I think I understand that. Cool Runnings, hello. You're welcome. Get used to it, sort of. No. I mean, like the East Coast, there's nothing really serious. There's hurricanes. That's like the bad one. And that's only every once in a while. And you know it's coming. It's not like a surprise, like a tornado or an earthquake can be. We know it's like, there it is. It's way out in the ocean, and it's going to do this. There's not much else that I can think of. Oh, wow. It's really late. All of it in there. All of it. I will post a couple pictures from the event. Maybe tonight. No promises. They're basically the pictures that Irene had anyway. So if you're following Whiskey Mentor's Instagram, you'll see them there. But it's me doing stuff with other people. It's terrifying. You know it's coming. Hurricanes, you see them, though the weather at least is aware of it. And today was a very nice day here. It was like 70 degrees Fahrenheit. I actually went outside on purpose and took a drive and got some coffee, or a latte, and some iced tea. Which is very nice. Like the berry iced tea with some lemonade around here. It's just, oh, it's so good. On the right day, it's so good. I still have a little left. I'm going to enjoy that afterwards. Look at this color. Or lack of color. This is one of those, like, it looks like white wine whiskeys. I haven't gotten a sniff of it yet. But I appreciate this color. This is like a very pale straw. And this, of course, makes you think of Irish whiskey or a Scotch that didn't add coloring. Either one I'd be happy with. But we all know out there's a variety of other whiskeys. And I must say a couple things at the start, because that's when people are always here. First of all, ooh, I got a little whiff. Oh. First of all, tomorrow, I hope you will celebrate with yourself, because I don't feel like doing a live stream, but if I do, it's going to be a gaming stream to celebrate World Whiskey Day. Brian, phone, do the thing. Show me. There we go. World Whiskey Day is tomorrow. So I hope you will pour out something sweet and nice and maybe not your typical pour tomorrow or tonight. And please let me know what's in your glass, whatever it is. I don't like to drink alone. I mean, I do drink alone a lot, but while I'm doing this, not so much. Sunday, the other big thing to announce is Aquavite, or Roy as I call him, because we're buds. Well, maybe. Yeah, we're buds. Well, he will be visiting the stream. It'll be going on a little earlier. It's going to be on at 6 p.m. because he's in Scotland. And if I don't start earlier, well, I think he'd be starting at midnight if he started at 7. So to shift that a little bit, and maybe he'll stay up till 1 or something. But he has a family and a real life, so it's like midnight. Ooh. And we're going to open these at long last. These are both of his barrel picks. I don't know if this is going to focus at all. It's been finicky today. Ardmurkin. And one of his picks, you see his little wrong side. See his little fly, barfly. That's one. There we go. That's one. The other one, just make sure you can tell there's two. Same place. And there it is. I have not opened these yet. I have been waiting patiently. Kind of. I was considering doing a video of these, Ardmurkin, but I know there's two of them, and I know he did it for a reason, and I want to talk to him about it and try them with him for the first time. It seems like a good idea. So, barring any surprises, he will be on Sunday. Barring any surprises again. I have to remind myself once more how to do the live stream via OBS instead of via any other program. Because this is free. Can't tell which one you like better. It's hard to tell. The idea, if I remember correctly, he explained it a little bit, but these were pretty much the same place in the warehouse, except they're extremely different for reasons. I don't remember what. I think it was in the casks they used at the end. Highland Single Malt Scotch Whiskey, and I bet this one says, oh look, Highland Single Malt Scotch Whiskey. 324 bottles of this one, 319 of this one. Woo. That is a very rare and hard to get bottle. This one is 55%, I believe. Yep, this one's 55%. So they're the same, but drastically different is my understanding. And I'm excited to go into that. Again, that'll be on Sunday, so I will try to get that thumbnail and live stream set up early, so then all of you can put the reminder because I know I need a reminder. Good God. Okay, on to the whiskey. Again, I wanted to announce those things before I became inebriated or got distracted. Color's really nice. Again, Irish whiskey or Scotch, initial expression through eyesight. First thoughts. There we go. That sounds much better. First thoughts on this. It looks like an Irish or a Scotch. But, and what reminded me of World Whiskey Day, there's a lot of other whiskey out there from different places. So we'll see. Onto the nose. Oh. That is fruits. That is a basket of delicious fruits. Ooh. So it could go either way still. It feels more like a Scotch, but if this is an Irish, I'd be very happy about that too. Or if it's something else. It smells wonderful. Oh man. It's like floral and citrus and apple, and I think like peach. Whew. Oh, that's really damn. I hope it tastes as good as it smells, because good gosh, that was a pleasant surprise for me right there. Fruit basket whiskey. There's no idea. It's Fruit of the Loom is what I'm thinking of. Never mind. Don't worry about that. I'm trying to get more from it, but it's a beautiful fruit basket. I think I really mean basket. Like there's something else there. Besides just the fruit, it would be like a wicker basket. I'm starting to salivate. Let's get on to the next part. I believe I have 3 more minutes. And we can talk a little bit about it once I find out what it is. I forgot about this method I have. I actually made a method. 15 minutes initially to go over what it is, and then the 15 minutes after that, because of doing the advent calendars and having a 30-minute stint, I accidentally made a timed thing to do. That's not happening this time. This is an hour stream at least. Oh man. This is a very relaxing whiskey. I'm smelling this and being like, and I haven't even had a sip yet. I'm very curious to find out what this is. Of course, what do I usually say? I need to start saying things on purpose that I say just by accident. Onto the palate. Is that what it is? I say we begin with the nose and then onto the palate. I think that's what I'm trying to stick to, that I've naturally said, and those sound just fine. So onto the palate. Whoa. Whoa, you do not taste like you smell. Whoa. What is the proof on this? Spicy and painful. You're mean. Ooh. Well, that's a nice little finish. Oh gosh, look out.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy
before it starts. Patrick Greeny, thank you as always. Remember bombing me. Oh, it's actually hitting the cup. That's good. Maybe it's just off center. Welcome, new members. I recognize most of your names. Or a few. I heard fancy pants time, hell yeah. The reason I have to mute that is because it's about to happen 20 times. Patrick Green's making do the work. I appreciate it. I've thankfully made it easier for myself. Before I was just like trying to type in the names one by one, and you quickly realize that's not a good way to do it. Especially when we get over 100 members. For the record, thanks to Patrick Greeny and others who actually want to be members of the channel, or have stuck with it, because I know that's a thing. Once you get gifted a membership, you become aware of it, and you can continue it if you want, which is awesome. YouTube likes that. So do I. It was distracting. Thank you, Patrick. I appreciate that. Ooh. That will probably never not surprise me. I don't expect it exactly, but every once he just comes in, boom! Generosity. I love it. I wish I could do that. All I can do is share my whiskey, which is close enough. Whew. Okay, this is a very spicy one. Like the palate initially was, it feels like high proof, and it was not like the nose. The nose is very gentle, and proof is a bit higher on this one. Yeah, yes it is. Initially, I just immediately like, whoa. Woo. Okay, I'm gonna hold it. I'm gonna take a sip, hold on the palate, see what happens next. Carefully, very small amount. It's just immediately prickly and peppery, right on my tongue, like right on the tip of my tongue. Just going. It's got a decent texture. There's some vanilla. It's nice and sweet. It's very friendly. As well, the palate is kind of friendly. The peppery bit and the proof are a little aggressive. So I'm torn. Like this could, I feel like this is the proof level I'm feeling like it is, which is minimum 50 is what's my thought, minimum. But probably higher, at least by the reaction there. So then I get very confused because I don't think of many Scotches or Irish that are higher proof. They like to stay low for the most part, but these are a very select few bottles that I'm getting to experience throughout this. Oh, I want to get more from it. God. I might have to add water to this, but I don't want to do that in case it doesn't work. You know? Alright. Let's see what happens. This might be very painful, so we'll see. Gotta be 60. Coat your tongue, and for me at least, this is just a prickly, peppery feeling all over the place with a little bit of sweetness, and it's a little, I want to say slick, because it is. I mean, it like clings in a certain way on my tongue. But good God, considering the nose was so flowery and fruit forward, not flowery, fruit forward. Fruit basket, like I was not ready for it to go. I'm a beautiful flower basket. Haha, fooled you. I didn't think about it, Cliff. I'm thirsty. I want it now. You left? No. I mean, a few drops. I'll keep that in mind. But really, I just want to drink the whole damn thing right at the start. Okay, so we're dealing with something that has a very fruit-forward nose and an extremely aggressive proof level. I will try to, bring the thing down. Will I? No, I won't. Shit. Well, maybe I will. I forgot to refill my dropper. You know why? I left this empty because it's a reminder. I need to, what is it, still water? That's a weird thing to say. But I wanted to do that. Make it really professional. But I do realize my water does have that chlorine thing to it. Because as everyone knows, I'm a fan of Evian water. Because it's a very clean, cold, flavorless kind of water to me, while other people will get a very different experience. It's very refreshing to me. It's just stupid expensive, unfortunately. And after I drink just, one of those bottles, and then go back to my tap water, and I can tell there's chlorine. But normally, if I'm just drinking my tap water, no problem. Unless I start to think about it too hard. It's like, wait. There it is right at the end. Yeah, there. Ah. Anyway, Can I get the eyedropper in here? Probably. Yeah, that works. This is nice and cold, too. All right, one more sip. I'm gonna add some water. This is much more interesting one because of the high proof. It's just, it will not let me know what it is because it's very angry. Yeah, there's a nice vanilla sweetness at the start. I think the water I just sipped helped with that. Dilute it just a little. Graham cracker? That was odd. Think of that, I've had this one before, the cinnamon graham cracker. If anyone's ever had those, they're really good. I have not had those since I was much younger, but I do remember them being very nice. That's a cheap way to entertain a child. Like, here, have this. Leave me alone. Alright. I'm going to try to add some water from my water sipping thing. Drink thingy. What do I call that? My Wizard Academy keepsake, really. There we go. I'm going to do 2 drops to start with. 1, 2. Swirl that around a little. And really, I want to find out what this is. Like, water or not. This is wild. Get in there and do something. Ah. The nose changed a little. Either that or it's just been airing out. If you hear any noise, it's the neighbors. From that direction. Oof. Got too deep. Ah, there it is. Okay. Whew. It's still a little spicy, but some of those fruit notes finally came through. A little bit of peach and, you know what, still gets a little spicy at the end there. Peach, and I think that was, I thought of lime, which is odd. But it's a lovely balance. It's like this wonderful, well, I'm thinking of peach, so a very juicy type of fruit with a little bit of citrus of some sort, either lime or lemon. Or both. Maybe. I'm thinking of, as soon as I said that, my brain's like, what's that drink that people have? That is that. It's like 7-Up. Is that it? Something along those lines? Let's see, like a lemon lime soda. Alright. One more sip and a hold on the palate. I know I just drank some water, but you know what? I'll hold it. Look at that. And we'll find out what this is at last. Sprite, that's what it is. Yeah. Sprite. Made me think of Sprite. I haven't had Sprite in an extremely long time since I don't remember what it was. Here we go. Oh, no wonder I was so intrigued. Man. Of course. How did I not think of that? So there's only one thing. First of all, it's a Scotch, I think. Yeah, I was like, is it? Yes. I know they do different things now. But this is a Scotch Malt Whiskey Society beverage. It's called Fisherman's Friends on the Beach. It's an angry fisherman is what it is to me. I gotta save this. I gotta save this picture so I'm not doing this and looking at you at least. Save the image. Don't look, just save it, damn you. And there's the other one. I'm trying to figure out if I need the second picture. I don't think I do. I'm looking at the details. It shows the whole bottle. And I think if you've seen a Scotch Malt Whiskey Society bottle, you know what it looks like. It's green. It has a very nice label. Okay, here we go. There. Let's see. Society cast number 26.197. Outturn 1 of 216. Whoa. Oh. Sorry, I started reading the tasting notes. I'm like, yes, exactly. As if I could see around the bottle. There's a label on the side. I can't read it very well because it's on this part of the bottle. Tasting notes that they have: heady aromas of lemon oil, pressed flower, apple, and mint. The palate has waxy textures, fruity intensity, and beach holiday sweet delights. Yes, it does. Oof. Oh God, 61.6%. Yeah, okay. Yeah. 50%, I would have been. That's my norm, but drinking this one, I was like, that's. I want to say 50% because that's a safe number, but God, 60% at least. At least after that first sip. Distilled October 23, 2012. So October 23rd, 2012. It's a Highland. Cask is first fill ex-bourbon barrels. Again, I'm looking at this and it's a little off. Let me try to get the other one. Claim leash. Is that what it is? Ooh, claim leash is good. Wait a minute. I have one of those over there that I just got recently. That's hilarious. I gotta save the other picture because I need to see if I can see the other details. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, there are other details. I wish I could do this part at the start, but that kind of defeats the purpose of it being blind. Knowing what it is right before I do it. That's not fair. Let's see here. Where is it? Where'd that come from? Fisherman's Friend on the Beach. What an odd name for something that was so fruit forward. Scotch Malt Whiskey Society. Okay, that's what it said. And that's it. 61.6%. No wonder you need water. Nice bottle too. It's got shoulders. It's like, what a pleasant surprise. I've always wanted bottles like this. Mama KillCo, hello. I gotta be careful when I say that. That's a hefty Claim Leash. I knew I liked it, which was good. I mean, the initial nose was, whoa. Anyone else like the Geo? Yeah, I got that right over. Wait, I can't see what I'm doing. Hold on. I'm talking and I can't see what I'm doing. There we go. So yeah, I do like the Game of Thrones ones. It's back there. It's not as great as I want it to be, but it was nice to have. But also, those bottles in particular, I try to keep away from just because they're so now very rare. I don't know what the price on some of them is, but yeah, it's calmed it down a little bit. Put one more drop of water in there. What? Yeah, this is just tap water, so I'm a heathen. But Scotch Malt Whiskey Society is wonderful in what they do, but also meant for a different type of financial situation, other than me. It was one of the good ones. I remember I had there was one bar I really liked. It's been a while since I had those, but there's at least one or two in there that I like more than the others. But I can't remember what they are. For the most part, I'm staying away from them so I can use them every year for a Game of Thrones giveaway. How pleasant. Bourbon's not rare. Oh, good. Complete sets turn up on every auction. Individual ones are sold at huge discounts. Good. I like that. You think I wouldn't like that, but I like that because when people do get the Game of Thrones sampler pack from me, they can get one of the bottles they like. You know, that's the one part I feel bad about. If there's one of the bottles they like in there, if they're available still, awesome. That's awesome. Awesome. Or excellent, if you will. That sounds much more professional. Whew. What a proof kick this one was. All right, I had one more drop, so let's see. I think that's it. We're probably in my happy zone in the 50s. Or high 50s, 56, 57 maybe. We're guessing, and I'm guessing. It's still a little punchy. It's a little dry on the end of the finish now. Oh, and Claim Leash was the only Game of Thrones I bought. Well, I'm glad you liked it, because you could have bought one you didn't like. I do have one. Again, it was donated to the channel recently. You can't see it, but it is 14 year. Looking forward to opening that. I should actually add that. I get very, how do I phrase this? Not lost, but because I have so many older bottles that I've had for a while, and I've been getting some newer ones recently, it's hard to figure out which to put where, because I don't have that option of in the order I got them anymore. That went out the window a very long time ago. But initially, or in the early days, I'd get a bottle and I'd just make a video on it. Not so much now. I have numerous bottles I haven't opened yet, and I really should. So there will be some coming up next month. It's just a matter of deciding which ones. And of course, God, we're already halfway through the year almost. So we're getting through into June is what I'm looking at next. And I think the end of this month. Ooh, I haven't done that video yet. I might do that tomorrow. World Whiskey Day. That sounds like a good day to do some whiskey videos. But I'm still in the process of figuring that out. I have jumped ahead a little bit, so I have an idea what I'm going to do for July. That's my birthday month. I have some specific bottles set aside for reasons that if you've been here long enough, you know why. All bourbons. What a surprise. But I do have some other bottles that are in here too that might need opening. We'll see. Again, it's a process. It's a process that I do, and I'm not good at it. But I try my best. You'll also be seeing a few more shorts if I can manage. It's not, I don't know if it's a bad thing or a funny thing or what you want to call it, but I think most of you understand what clickbait titles are. Like you see it, the title, and you see the thumbnail, and it makes you want to go, huh, I wonder, and click it. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I really should do more of this, but I don't like doing that. However, I will do it if I do it a certain way. So the idea here, and you guys can help me with this if you'd like, is you see a video that catches your eye from any whiskey channel, it doesn't matter who, and you'll probably see a 15-minute long video-ish, something around there. But if it's something that's simple, like a question, or the recent ones I did 2 of, if you saw them, and I'm sure you did, shorts, I don't know who watches this. I sometimes do, very rarely. But it does get people to stop in. That's why I've been doing them. Shorts get people to see what I'm doing, and that's a good thing. And what was the last one I did? The last one I did was why I like bourbon more than Scotch. And it's very simple, and they're very short, and that's the key. Make it as short as possible. Answer the question, and that's it. That's my humor right there. Why I like bourbons more than Scotch. They're cheaper. That's it. Short and witty. Yeah, something like that. It's a quick answer where people do like a 15-minute long video, and I do it in 15 seconds, if I can. So far, so good. The other one was, is it worth chasing allocated stuff? No, it is not. There are some allocated things I like, but the idea of trying to hunt them down and chase them and the price, not worth it. Don't do it. Unless you're really, really invested in getting them and you have the time and the money to do it. Go ahead, but is it worth it in my mind? No. My thought process, because of what I'm doing, thankfully, and because I have access to the vault when I'm in Texas, is if allocated stuff finds its way into my hands, freaking awesome. And I mean specifically Buffalo Trace stuff because you've been here a while, but thankfully there have been very, very many generous people with that. The Eagle Rare bottle I have sitting over there, with Cliff. I'm trying to remember how I got a few. I know the first E.H. Taylor bottle I got was from the mash bill. I haven't seen him in a minute, but he was very encouraging when I was doing stuff early on. It kept me going sometimes. Oof. But E.H. Taylor is one of them. Eagle Rare is one of them. Thankfully, Blanton's is not, unless it's one of the stupidly fancy, expensive ones. And that's just out of curiosity. And I've seen the price tag on some of those, and it's obscene. It's not right. But just to try it, I know some people have them. They can send me a sample, whatever. I mean, that I can do. That's fine, but I'm not going to hunt those bottles. It's silly. But there are plenty of them I would like. I just don't have the way to get them. It's not in me. I just gotta exist and hope, The other one, Zenbud got one, and he sent it to the channel. The 2021 Four Roses limited edition. There's a Redbreast 27 right here I'm looking at. You know who that was. And there's a very special one that's coming up. I'll talk about later. I want to talk about it now, but I know I want to leave it closer when it actually happens, when I actually do the video of it. But Cliff knows what I'm talking about. It's right there, which is just insane still. Thunder Pass Whiskey, hello. Welcome to the chaos. So I am in a very fortunate position where if there is allocated stuff and people are aware that I like it and would love to have a bottle, they are insanely generous in sending it my way. I'm trying to think of other ones that are behind me here. Let's see, I'm specifically thinking of Buffalo Trace though, because that's the big people are insane with that. But Four Roses special stuff, Wild Turkey special stuff. I have the Diamond Anniversary sitting next to me here. That one I got because I stumbled across it. That's the key. If you're not looking for it, you see it, and it's reasonable. I think that was like $80. Those are usually very expensive. Might have been more. I don't remember, thankfully. Try not to remember how much it was. Williamton Piper, hello. I haven't seen your name before. Welcome. Pop KillCo, hi there. How are you watching? Are you on your phone? Or are you on a laptop? Are you on I forget what they're called. The fancy little Star Trek things that I don't use. I'm going to say Kindle, but that's the wrong thing. And that's probably an old phrase. Those things are cool. I don't have one. I don't think I want one. I lose it. Oh, Williamson Piper, thank you very much. Blindside me there. Ooh. Sorry, I'm going to have to repeat that because I had it muted. Thank you for your generosity. I appreciate that. That helps tremendously. You have no idea. Laptop. Oh, good. Yeah, thank you for bringing the laptop. But I will replay this because it was silenced. We got to hear the bling noise. There we go. Got to hear the bling noise. Bling. Oh, you're there. That's right. You guys are both in Boston right now, aren't you? Ooh. I hope to be entertaining as I can be. Papa KillCo is now spending time at the hospital right now, because he's going through stuff, cancer stuff, which blows, but he's on a special medication to help fight that. And they have to keep him there for a bit, which sucks. Dad, how many days have you been there right now? You're going back home tomorrow, I hope? Because good God. It sucks. So thank you again. Thank you. Any generosity you send my way helps me out and helps my parents out because they do have to help me out because I'm a mess. Clinical trial. That's right. It's a clinical trial. He is an experiment. 5 days in the hospital. At least they're feeding you food. You get some options though. Blood work every day. That is my nightmare. Oh, I've only spent a little while in hospitals years and years ago for mental health reasons. And it was so annoying them having to half-assed wake me up in the morning to take my blood pressure. Just make sure I was still there. It's the weirdest feeling to have a bunch of people just come around you and move you around and check your blood pressure. You're like not even half conscious. Very unpleasant. But I can't even imagine blood work. I have stories about blood work because didn't like it when I was younger. Still don't like it now. Doing much better with it, but I have to lie down a little. Oh, that's right. He's near the hospital. Thankfully, he's not staying in the hospital. Paying for a hotel across the way, which is awesome. Dad is on a getaway. He has spent time in the hospital before. But this time he is free to roam and get his blood work done. Are you enjoying your vacation in Boston, Dad? Hang on. Oh, that was me. I got confused for a second. Oh! This is still good, but it's still a little punchy. I'm gonna add 2 more drops. I always have more water in there anyhow. Ha. So that's in total what? 5 drops of water? Whew. Dad, did you get the Redbreast 15 year? As a pour, mind you, not the actual bottle. The actual bottle is 100 something odd dollars now. It's not fun. Those are the kind of bottles that I wouldn't buy but would like. Like the Redbreast 27 is still insane. It still blows my mind that I have that right there. And of course the cast strength and the PX. And there's going to be a Missouri Oak one coming out soon. And Four Roses is doing a new line of stuff. Why? It's wonderful, but also... I am not going to have the funds to survive all this new stuff they got going on. And those are two of the big ones for me. I don't think Maker's Mark is doing anything crazy right now. Or at least I haven't heard of anything. I'm going through like the bottles I like. Redbreast 12, or Redbreast, the brand. Wild Turkey. They do some crazy stuff. Like the Diamond Anniversary is one of those. What other kind of allocated and crazy bottles do you guys like? I'm just going through the list in my head right now. And of course, a lot of the bottles I get are extremely rare, but it's because of other reasons. It's like, you know, Roy's bottles and stuff like that. It's bourbonized bottles. And you only know about them if you know about them, type of thing. Something about $30, Rob Smith. No. No. Oh, yes. On Papa KillCo saw some pours at this place they stayed at, or went to for dinner, that were over $400. That's awful. I recommended the Redbreast 15 year, but that was it $26 for a pour? I hope it was like a 2-ounce pour, Dan, not like a freaking 1 ounce. That seems very silly. Let's see, Mom sent me the picture of it. The price. There it is. Redbreast, $26 for a pour Redbreast 15 year. Awful, but out of the other ones that were there, here, hold on. We'll get a consensus here. I would set up a poll, except that would get rid of all the pinned comment I have there, which I like people to know where that is. Make sure you know that's available as an option. Let's see. All right, here were the options that I saw, because Das said these to me. Green Spot, which I do like, but I have bottles that I can try that at any time. Green Spot, Irish Pot Still Whiskey, $16 for a pour. Yellow Spot, which I did think about, 12 year, $23. And then the Redbreast 15 year was $26. I think, Dad, you mentioned the Blue Spot. I don't see that here. Mom just showed me one of them. Maybe the other one didn't show up. Checking now. But out of those 3, I said 15 year. Because that's good. BBC Discovery 11. That sounds good. I don't know what BBC is. My brain does not want to. It's like, I'm thinking of the BBC, like in England. That's like news organization, I think. Which is silly. It's a silly thing in my brain. All right, I did get the right one, I think. Oh, and you got a Guinness? Nice. That looks good. Bardstown Bourbon Company, of course, I should know that. They have a lot of bottles. And they're all very expensive. That's what I remember. But I did go there, I believe. Yeah, I did. A couple years ago, I stopped in and had a pour there. It was stupidly busy. And the bottles are really expensive. And I believe I can get those at a nearby liquor store. I haven't, because gestures. Oh, British vodka, yeah. I don't mean to think of it that way, but that's how I grew up, I guess. That's the one that got there first. Bardstown Bourbon Company. That was good. I didn't have much there. I just went for one pour, and it was kind of expensive because it was, I was at the distillery. They had a whole bunch of options. I don't remember what I picked. I'd have to crawl back into my Instagram to maybe find it. But I enjoyed it for the most part. I do remember, unfortunately, I have a story that goes along with all this, and it's not a great one because the bartender was a moron, and it just threw me off so bad. No offense to the guy if he ever watches this. I don't think he will. But it's one of those situations where I genuinely went up to the bartender, and the question that a bartender should understand is that when someone says, well, what do you like? Like, what's one of your favorite pours here? Don't say the most expensive one on the menu, because I will not believe you at all. I don't think you're just like bullshitting me and be like, yeah, get the expensive one. Ugh. I was so put off by that, and I can't forget it. But the only good thing was that bartender immediately left. Like, it was his break or his shift ended or something. And then the other guy came up. I didn't ask him that, but I looked at the menu and picked something that was a little expensive, not stupidly crazy. But I did enjoy it. It was just that first part in my head, like, what are you doing, man? If you had answered in like a sensible manner, like which one actually is the one you like, so frustrating. I think that's put me off of that a little bit. And again, Bardstown Bourbon Company tends to be a little pricey in general, per bottle. But I want to try one at some point. I just have to have a reason to do it. Maybe I'll look up some reviews. I know usually if it's Bourbon Nights, the one I go to for lots of the bourbons that they get. I know they've had probably dozens of them at this point. But again, I have to deal with this. I have a lot of Texas bourbons, weirdly enough. Oh, that's mellowed out so nicely now. There's more vanilla. Ugh. Not as fruity. Still a little spicy at the end. Still a little peppery. Still makes me think of peaches. Oof. The opposite problem. Damn. I don't know about whiskey. I think I had Jack Daniels once. It's like, well, I mean, I know not every bartender has to drink what's behind them, but generally speaking, when I think of bartenders, I think of a very specific type of person that usually isn't behind the bar, because there's people who work behind the bar, and then there's someone who's gone through the training to be a bartender. Here's the difference. There's a dramatic difference. You know when one person knows how to make a drink, who's behind the bar, and one person who has gone and done the bartending stuff, who's making a drink. There's a notable difference on how they do it, and usually how it's presented too. I had a really nice one last night. I didn't get to see the bartender make it, but they had a few bartenders there, and we were outside though. Cliff knows what I'm talking about if he's still here. Mike Franklin, hello, good evening. Shrunkum, thank you for stopping in. I would think so. I mean, really, here's the thing. I'm not a bartender, but I can pour whiskey pretty well. I had to do that last night, although it took a minute to figure out what the hell those things are again. For whatever reason, the type of ones that pour out just a little, you have to flip all the way upside down, and it feels so unnatural. Like, just the idea of taking a bottle, not that one. Taking a bottle. Not that one either, you got a clinky bit. Taking a bottle like this and having a little spout thing in it, and then going like this to pour it, doesn't feel right. It feels a little off. Because as nice and snug as that little pour spout is, I can only think of it popping off. And just all the whiskey going onto the ground. That's just... I have enough anxiety without that thought, but there it is. Yep, Cliff knows. Cliff knows the feeling. Like, I hope this works. You gotta do it real quick, too. You gotta do it quick enough so it doesn't actually fall apart. But also... Whiskey menu from Dublin or pub in Boston. Okay. Let me check that real quick. So we'll do a poll if you guys are interested. Hold on. I got numerous attachments. Jeez. Something else I ordered. Oh, yeah, look at this list. I got to drag this over here. I'm sorry. Let's see. They do have a nice list. I'm going to name off a few of these that catch my eye. Probably the price tag, good God. Jamestown 18-year Bow Street. That's different than the regular 18-year, yeah? Middleton Very Rare. Middleton Dairy Ghaelach. Those are some expensive pours. The Teeling 15-year rum barrel, $240 for a pour. The Bushmills 30-year, which you mentioned, $450 for a pour. Stupid. And some Connemara, Knappog, Knappogue. Can't say it. I don't know how. Crazy Teeling. It's like they have the 30-year. I don't see the price though. It's a little off-center. Let's see what the other one is. Oh, this is the song I heard earlier and I didn't finish. That's what that is. And then we have the Redbreast 27 Port Cask at $110 a pour. Dad, you have tried that whiskey. So you have technically had a $110 pour from me. From Zenbu, technically. The Redbreast 21 year, or it is 15 years, $25. They have the blue spot, the yellow spot, the red spot. The red spot, that's actually not too bad. $35. Although the bottle of red spot is what, 150 now? Or did it go up to 200? Johnny Walker's, they have the blue. I don't see the price tag, but I see the names. Talisker 10 year. Talisker's a nice one. I don't know if you like Talisker now. But some interesting options. A place called the Dubliner. So if any of you are in the Boston area, you can find the Dubliner. Sugar Kitty meow. Yo. And yes, everyone, please, Autobot reminds you to smack the like button and subscribe to the channel. I think most of you are subscribed already. But that like button is feisty. Sometimes you forget it's there. I know I do. And for those of you who are coming in now and wondering, what the heck did you have? We had a Scotch Malt Whiskey Society. The color is very pale. It looks like it was, does that say 9 year? God damn it, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Very fruit forward on the nose, but aggressive on the palate initially. It's a 9 year, I didn't mention that. There was a 9 on it, I didn't even bother to say. So this was a 9-year-old whiskey. I did say what it was distilled, and you can figure out the rest. And it is 61.6%. A little kick in the face. Is it? I haven't, like, I got it for $125 initially, and I wasn't, like, overjoyed. But this was, like, 4 years ago. You know, before the pandemic, it wasn't a plague, there's a difference. Before the pandemic, it was $125, and I was very lucky to get a bottle then, apparently. I drank it all, I did a video, we're good. The only one I haven't done of the spots right now is, I don't think I've done a video of the blue spot. I'm not sure if I've done a video of the yellow spot either. I should get on that at some point, but we'll think about that for next March. Sound good? Sound good. Thankfully, again, I did the red spot. Good God. $250 for that now. It hurts my brain. My heart. It hurts. Yeesh. Red spot is $280. Woo. Yeah, it's getting crazy. This is one. Here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing you gotta keep in mind. We as a whiskey community can help each other. So it's mostly a matter of finding which bottles where, at least across the country for me. It's a little harder to get things across the ponds to other people in the globe, but we have that option, man. Somehow, I'm not sure how. There's always taxes and stuff. But there are plenty of people who travel. Like I'm gonna have a little discussion with Four Leaf if she does go to Ireland again, or when she goes to Ireland again. Be like, so while you're there, if you want, just bring it back in your luggage. Because I know that it'd be much cheaper over there to get it and then drag it back over here. Ontario, $200. Irish Mafia. Ugh. But at least the community here is willing to share their whiskey with everyone. Again, I'm very generous. I'm very thankful of the generosity that all of you out there have done for this channel. It's a little while. Still don't believe it half the time. It's like I wake up, come over here. It's like, that's a lot of whiskey. Oh wait, this is mine. Some of these have been given to me. This is crazy. Didn't think this would be my life, ever. But how could I know? As I've said in the past, you can't really say as a kid, what are you going to do when you grow up? And you say, I'm going to drink whiskey on the internet. because neither of those existed. Like, I couldn't drink whiskey at the time as a child, obviously. But the internet wasn't a thing yet. Neither was YouTube. So there was no way for me to say what I was going to do as a career. I think at first it used to be being a chef. Mom, do you remember? I was into cooking early on. I remember that. Or at least I was into food. I like food. Oh, it's just right now. Still a little fruit. Still a little spice. It gets dry at the finish. What a load. I really like Scotch Malt Whiskey Society. But there's no way I can get those bottles. Unless, of course, generosity. But for the most part, I'm just happy to try them when I can. And heck, I know one of the guys who actually is involved with that. He's on YouTube too. You know who I'm talking about. Some would say he's a Scotch dummy. He certainly isn't now. He's working for Scotch Malt Whiskey Society. Okay, we got about 3 minutes left. Yep, 3. I didn't think about it. This whiskey is going right to my head. I can feel it right here. Both the sides of my head. Temples. These temples. And I think I'll have some wild turkey later. I put on the shirt today, just kind of coincidentally, to bring some samples out to people. They were having a rough day, apparently. They were tired. And I know that feeling well. But I'm deciding on which kind of... I think I'll probably pour rare breed. It seems like my default choice this evening. This has been a treat. This is why I like doing these blind pours. Usually there's, occasionally there's something wild. And this was certainly a surprise. God, the nose on this thing was so completely different from the palate at the start. Adding some water definitely helped out. Sugar Kitty knows. I showed off the bottles earlier. If you just showed up, I should remind you. Mr. Roy, or Aquavite as some know him. As most know him, actually. These are his bottle picks. You can see his little barfly there. Barfly here. I like to forget how expensive it was to get these, but I'm happy to have gotten them. I'll be opening these with him on the stream on Sunday, barring any surprises. So hopefully you'll keep that in mind. I'm going to try and get the stream set up so you can hit the reminder either tonight or tomorrow. Again, don't believe what I say until it happens. A chef presentation for 4-H. Period classes by Johnson & Wales. Saturday mornings. I remember that. That was way too early. Mr. Jigs, hello. Welcome. Thank you for popping in. Remember thumbs. All the thumbs, everyone. And all the... They're not emotes. Reactions. That's still a new thing. I'm still not used to it. And there may or may not be something else showing up on the channel. I opted in for a specialty test thing, but I completely forgot what it was, so we'll see. If anything new pops up on your end, do tell me. Because I said I'd try it out just because, YouTube likes to try things out. Yes. Thank you, sure. Yes. Only way to make sure you get reminded, I know. I do it all the time, and sometimes I still forget. I know especially what makes me a little sad is that Roy's stream is on a time where I am literally going to do something. That's been it's been a bummer not being able to participate, but I'm glad I get to talk to him on Sunday. So I hope you will enjoy seeing him then. Red Spot at Costco, 300. Why? Oh, it hurts my soul. Again, it wasn't like a crazy good bottle, but frickin' heck. Ugh. Good night, Rob Smith. Thanks for stopping in. It's now 8 p.m. Thank you all for joining me. As always, live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome. Oops. And I will see you out there. Special thanks to my YouTube members and patrons for supporting the channel. Thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.